Hi, I want to talk to you today about real motherhood, right? I want to have a conversation with you that allows you to see a new possibility for yourself as a mom so that you can show up in ways that are calm, peaceful, joyful, confident, feeling capable, equipped, prepared, right? All the things we really want to be as a mom. So today's video is about the 4 different stages of presence and the 4 different states of awareness that go with each stage. I want to bring this up because this is so key. Everybody talks about living in the present moment as the answer, the holy grail, the place where everything you want is possible, as well as living in the present moment is where we do experience joy and peace and ease and grace and all the wonderful human experiences we yearn for. Yet, nobody really tells you exactly how to live in the present moment, right? How to do this? How? Tell me how, right? That was me. I wanted to know how to experience all these wonderful things. When I set out on this Be Meaningful journey to really experience my life in meaningful ways, right? I realized I was going through different stages of presence. Presence wasn't like a one and done, like you woke up one day and you were like, oh, I'm living in the present moment and life is just unfolding. Presence doesn't work like that. Presence is every day you have to create the conditions, if you will, to be in the present moment. Then you have to learn how to stay in the present moment, then be in the present, and then live in the present. So those are the 4 stages of presence. Getting present, staying present, being present, and then living in the present. Coupled with those 4 stages, there's also awareness, levels of awareness that you have to sort of expand into. And these are things like with the first stage of getting present, you need acceptance. You need to be able to accept what is, no matter what it is that's happening, no matter what you're feeling, what the circumstances are. Can you accept what is? You might not like it, right? It might not be somewhere you want to stay, right? Because usually we get present to something and we're like, ooh, I don't like this experience. But in order to change the experience, you first have to accept it. That's stage number 1 and state number 1. Stage number 2, I mentioned, was staying present. And the state of awareness you need to learn how to experience is allowing. Can you allow your emotions to flow through you? Can you allow your child to have a tantrum or a breakdown? Can you allow life to happen on life's terms, right? Allowing. We're going to unpack this, but I'm just giving you the overview here. So stage 2 was staying present and allowing. Stage 3, we move into being present. And this is where we really work on attracting to us what we want to experience by aligning. So stage 3, being present, has the state of awareness of aligning. Because if you can align your thoughts and your feelings, so mind and heart align, then you can attract to you what you want. So stage 3 is being in the present and learning how to align your hopes and dreams with what you do so that you're consciously creating every day in an alignment kind of thing. You don't have a thought that's different from what your heart really desires. Your heart's desires come first, your mind follows, and then you co-create with life itself. The fourth stage is living in the present ongoingly. This is where abundance occurs. Can you receive abundance in your life? So often, the things that we want most, we are repelling because we don't know how to give and receive abundance, right? Most of the time, we can give abundantly, right? We're giving. But we need to be able to receive in like kind of amount, if you will. The world wants to give you abundant experiences, right? Abundance of joy, abundance of ease, an abundance of peace, etc. We block it. So the fourth stage is learning how to live in the present and allow, accept, align, and have abundance. These four stages of presence and states of awareness is something that I put together as a way to help us understand that when I keep talking about living in the present moment, having all these meaningful to-dos that help you live in the present moment, they walk you through these different stages and states. So I'm not going to leave you hanging here. I'm not going to just give you information, wonderful information, and then leave you on your own, right? I did create these meaningful to-dos. I call them the Be Meaningful recipes, right? Just like recipes. This is a recipe box, right? I took hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books and research and ancient wisdom and modern science and all kinds of information, tested it, right, for the past 12 years, taught meaningful mom classes to try this out, and then distilled the wisdom by stage of presence and state of awareness. So that, right, so all the recipe cards go through the different stages and states of awareness. I'm just going to show you a little bit, all color-coded even, so that you know what recipes or meaningful to-dos go with these different stages and states. This is key because if we really, really want to be peaceful parents, if we really want to be present to our children and their needs, we moms, we need to learn how to be present to our needs. How can we accept what's going on? How can we allow not only our own emotions, but our children's emotions? How can we align, right? How can we experience abundance? And then when you put all that together, guess what you're experiencing? Awe and wonder returns, joy returns, peace returns, all these wonderful things that we want to experience and we want to help our children experience, even in these chaotic, unpredictable, uncertain, extremely anxiety-provoking times we're living in. These recipe cards, I call them recipes. I call them recipes because I wanted you as the mom to relate to them like a recipe instead of recipes for appetizers and main dishes and side dishes and desserts, if you will. These are recipes for you to live your life in the different stages of presence and states of awareness. I'm giving you ways to experience each of these wonderful stages, and then you can build upon them. It's like I'm giving you practices in presence, and I'm helping you along the way, and I'm giving you a place to start so that you can feel prepared and equipped to go on this motherhood journey with twists and turns, all kinds of uncertainty, right? A lot of times upside downs, right? We can spin upside down and lose our bearing. These recipe cards, or I call them meaningful to-dos, help you not only go through these different stages and states, but they also give you practical ways. I've linked them even to your everyday to-dos. You don't even have to do anything different. I took everything I learned and I linked it to something you're already doing anyways, because I know it's busy. All right, our lives are busy. We are on the go. We don't have time to study, right? You don't have the freedom and the ability to take all this information and use it. You want to. I know you want to. I know you are like me, wanting someone to tell me what to do, where to go, what to learn, and then how to do it. So while I have done all of that prep work, organization, synthesizing, putting all the wisdom into these meaningful to-dos that you can pull out just like a recipe, I've done that. You have to partner with me, right? You have to take the cards and then become your own kind of meaningful. Take the experience of the card, use it to tune into you. The cards ultimately reconnect you to you. You come off of automatic. We come off of this crazy world telling us what we need to do and how we need to do it, and we tune back in to ourselves. But we're not going out of society, right? We can't live like so far removed from society. We still have to parent. We still have to raise our kids. We still have to be in the school systems, right? All these things that don't work well. I'm just coming alongside you. You keep doing, right? You have to keep going with your life. I get it. We have responsibilities. We have our life's commitments, right? All I'm going to do is come alongside you with these wonderful, meaningful ways for you to connect back to you, these moments of peace almost. It's like giving yourself tea breaks, right? Having a cup of tea when you don't have time for a cup of tea. But I'm going to give you these moments where you can really presence your goodness, bring forth this wonderful essence of you. And guess what? Your kids will start to relate to this calm, conscious, present, loving, centered, grounded version of you. And when their upsets and their life's roller coasters come in to your station, right? You can go, oh, okay, what's needed here? How can I be of assistance? Ask them questions, because you will have so many answers and ways to experience life's ups and downs from these recipes giving you. It's like giving you the tools to create this wonderful conscious life. That's what these meaningful to-dos do. Those are the 4 stages of presence and states of awareness you're going to go through. Let me just recap that. There's getting present and accepting what is. Then there is staying present and allowing emotions and circumstances and allowing people to be who they are, right? We don't have to have them change for us to experience happiness, but we need to learn to allow, right? Then the 3rd stage is being present and aligning so you can attract. The 4th stage was living in the present with abundance. And then when you put that all together, the overarching experience that sort of encompasses all of that is awe and wonder. And joy returns because you are connected. You are feeling your best. You moms, you have tools. You have ways to connect. You have ways to connect to your children. Every single thing, every single recipe I'm giving to you for you to experience it first. You can then recreate it in your own kind of meaningful way with your children. It is a beautiful way to partner with your children, just the way they're made, just the way the world is right now, and you be the change you want to see in your life. It's possible. It just takes time to learn the recipes. But here, the recipes are even fun. They're engaging. They're not heavy and hard. You don't have to change everything you're doing. Literally, I'm not, I want to be completely like transparent with you, right? I'm not even asking you to change per se. I'm just asking you to engage with what you're already doing in a new conscious way. And it's the conscious way that connects you back to you that does all the work and does all the changing for you. It's really amazing way to live your life, let alone an amazing way to be a parent and to distill this wisdom into your children as well. Your children will start to orbit around themselves, right? They will automatically start to tune into themselves because you're tuned in. Last thing I want to say here, we live in a completely disconnected time right now, right? We're more connected technologically than we've ever been. We have more access to things at our fingertips, but that access to knowledge doesn't necessarily give us a way to transform and be used in our life in a way that has us experience all the things that we want to experience. The missing piece isn't something you need to go and do or try harder, right? Or stay up all night learning. The missing piece is learning how to connect back to you in all these wonderful, meaningful ways that I keep talking about, right? Once you've dialed in and you're connected, this connected you creates solutions you didn't even know were possible. You couldn't have thunk up these solutions because our disconnectedness, right, blocks the solution that is going to work. We need to connect back. That's the missing in our lives, right? We have to find a way to connect back to who we are, to our essence. And that's what I'm giving you. Then I walk you through these different stages of presence and states of awareness, stage by stage by stage. And then once you kind of get the lay of the land and you understand some of the basics, right? You understand some of the ways these cards work by using them, by practicing with them, right? Then you can mix and match these cards in beautiful ways to get more access to wisdom, your innate wisdom, to solve bigger problems in your life, things that might have been around and you've been struggling with for perhaps your lifetime, right? Perhaps for years. Perhaps there's this repeated thing that just keeps happening and you're just like, oh, if I could just get access to changing that. But remember, when we're disconnected, our solutions are limited. And that's what's causing the frustration. That's what's causing our kids to disconnect from us even when they really need us the most this time of life, right? We can do this. I'm just wanting to invite you into a different way of experiencing yourself. Go through these different stages of presence. Test out the recipes, right? There is a link in the description to get access to the Be Meaningful journey and all these recipe cards and all the wisdom that went into it, and a video by me sharing best practices, how it came about in my life, how I've been using it. So you get a video, a card, and the wisdom all together. I've done all the work for you, and you can use them like recipes. Recipes for presence, recipes for love, recipes for connection in your life in fun ways, right? It doesn't mean growth and development and evolving into a better, more conscious version of ourselves is hard, right? That part's not hard. What's hard is confronting our mind and its unruliness and its lack of constructive, focused, sequential learning, right? We're all over the place. We're putting out fires all the time. Then our kids come home with something else and we're disrupted again. And by the time we get to bed, we're just like, oh my gosh, you're just checking off. Did I get this done? Did I get this done? Did I get this done? Am I ready for tomorrow? Next, right? So given all that, I'm just wanting to come alongside you, offer you these meaningful to-dos. Try them one meaningful to-do at a time and start to sense what it's like to live more consciously, live more in the present moment. Notice what takes you out of the present moment, and then you can return. The cards work a lot like meditation. All the benefits of meditation, the cards give you. The benefit of the cards, and this is what, because I used to meditate and read all these books and stuff, the cards got created by me because I wanted to be able to experience what I experienced in my meditative, calm, conscious, present state out in my life, right? It was great to be calm on my meditation cushion and have a peaceful mind, and I could see possibilities. And then I'd go out into my life and like, whoa, what happened? I can't maintain that state. The cards, these recipes, help you over time create that conscious, calm, centered powerhouse kind of experience that you are. You will come up with solutions, and you will have so much more fun coming up with solutions with your children too, because you can use the cards in fun ways with them and come up with creative, meaningful ways to have conversations. So we're not just lecturing our kids about all these great things they need to be doing, but we're actually partnering with them. We're connecting with them at their heart, what matters most. We're really seeking to understand them and ease their anxiety and their stress, right? But we have to do that for ourselves first. So that's what I want to share today. Those are the 4 states of awareness, 4 stages of presence, how the cards help you go through all of this and return you to you, reconnect you to your essence, reestablish connection with yourself first, and then your children and other loved ones in your life, even coworkers. When you change, as you know, when you change, everything around you changes. We only have access to changing ourselves. So that is why these cards got created. Those 4 stages of presence came about because I really saw that we need more each stage we go through, because it takes more and more abilities, if you will, to stay present and deal with emotions, right? And then it takes another set of skills to live in the present and co-create and live in harmony and feel equipped and prepared and able to manage whatever life and our children throw at us. It takes skills, takes awareness, takes expansion, right? It takes expansion so that our kids have a bigger area for them to live their life instead of a narrow box of our fear and our worry and, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And that ache inside that we just want to help our children so much, and we just don't know how. I'm hoping, my biggest hope, my biggest wish is that these cards that came about because I was floundering, because I didn't know how to connect. I didn't know how to raise kids that were confident and capable and aware and conscious and could think for themselves and could be self-reliant. I didn't know how to do all that. That's where the cards came in. Every single card and recipe I'm giving you here not only takes you through all these stages and states, but every single one is a wanted experience of a human being. Every single one. There is not one card that is not a wanted experience. So I invite you to join me in this Be Meaningful journey. Remember, be meaningful means presence plus love. That's what be meaningful means. Presence plus love. Those are the only two things we really need in this life to co-create what we want and to use those two things, presence and love, to solve our problems. But we have to train ourselves. We have to build the muscle, the presence muscle, if you will, right? It's just like lifting weights and having a healthy body and a toned body. We can't just think our way there. I can't just sit at my desk and say, "Ooh, I want to have really toned, fit arms and body and whatnot." It doesn't work. I have to do something, right? So I have to take what I know, called working out and different weights and all of the different machines, and right? I have to take what I know and apply it into my life continually. You know what happens when you exercise and you get really toned and fit for several months, maybe even several years. It doesn't take long for all that work to go away when you stop practicing the things that had you stay fit and toned. Same thing with presence. We have to live in the present moment ongoingly every day. That's why I made these meaningful to-dos be around all of our everyday to-dos, from toothbrushing, right? Showering, drinking water, drinking coffee, getting out of bed, sleeping, breathing, oven mitts. Even your oven mitts are, I can handle the heat. I've got this. I'm telling you, all the things are in the cards. You work the cards and you watch how your life starts to transform before your eyes as you get connected back to you. So I hope something in this video resonated with you, that you see a new possibility for yourself as a mom, that you can see you don't have to change your whole life. You just need to connect back to you, which changes the experience of your life, which ultimately changes your life. It's the experience we want to change in our lives first. And then what we want can show up in so many abundant ways. And we can return to living life with awe. And remember, it's a blessing, it's a gift, and we can now experience it that way. Even when life gives us a bunch of lemons, because it will, but now you have tools, you have recipes, you have ways to deal with life in more, like, I just want to say, like, centered, loving, compassionate, powerful, right? You get things done, yes. And you get things done in such a way that you don't spend extra time doing them either. You get time back on your side. I mean, I didn't even mention that in all of this. You actually get time back as your friend in all of this. So I will stop there because I could go on, but I just want you to know there is another way. You can reconnect to you. You can then reconnect to your children in wonderful ways, and you can share all these wonderful things with your children too, once you get an understanding of them, right? So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening this far into this video. Connect with me somehow on Instagram, Facebook. Connect with me in the Be Meaningful journey. There's a link you can check out and buy and purchase this cards yourself and download them and have them at your fingertips today. You can start this journey today. No more waiting. No more waiting for one day when. No, you need you now. Your kids need you now. Our kids need this. Our kids need another way to experience life. I can't do that for your kids, but I can help you as a mom. I can support you and give you tools, and then you can help your kids. And then together we can create a different future. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm offering. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So have a great, meaningful day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.